The world went nuts this week after our interview with Beyonce last Sunday led to fevered speculation about her baby bump and whether she was faking her pregnancy. At Sunday night, it consumed us day and night. So we went back and analysed the tapes, every shot, every angle.
The ridiculous rumor was she went on a show in Australia or something and she had this very broadcloth type dress. And she wasn't huge pregnant. She was very proud of her little stomach. And she bent over and the fabric of the dress bent.
So it looked like...
Of course it fell to the front and bent. And they said, they started this vicious, horrible rumor that she wasn't pregnant, that those were prosthetics,
and she wasn't carrying the baby.
Yeah, that she wasn't carrying the baby. Something so sacred, especially in this family, the way we value babies, that you would fake a pregnancy and keep getting... Like, that makes me a liar. It makes my family a liar. It makes everybody around her complicit to a lie.
What is this mess I'm hearing about Beyonce being pregnant? Girl, get in here, get in here. Word on the street is that Beyonce had an entire IVF to have another baby after multiple failed attempts. Baby, those recent photos of her from Paris has the entire fandom shook. But here's where things get crazy. It's being reported she and Jay decided to have this baby as a PR campaign because of all the bad press they've been getting. I mean, we already clocked that they were going to pop out with some PR moves to clean their image, considering the entire family has been in the news for crazy stuff. From Mama Tina selling rotten gumbo, to Jules Smith queerbaiting and tonguing down a woman older than his mama, to Matthew Knowles being an absolute mess, and of course, Jay being Jay. But using a whole pregnancy to do it is nasty work. In fact, just a few days ago, Jay-Z was in an interview with GQ claiming that he's never done anything dirty in his career. Mind you, this man literally sold hard substances to people at one point. But okay. Let's pretend all that didn't happen. He even went so far as to use Blue Ivy to score sympathy points. And since all that didn't work, it looks like they might be using the pregnancy to do it. Now, this entire mess started just a few days ago when people caught Beyoncé playing hide-and-seek in Paris while attending the launch of a new collection of her Secret line. You see, before this, people already had her name on their mouths because of her sudden weight gain. But the very last thing they were thinking about was pregnancy. I mean, she's literally 44 years old. But that was until she was recently spotted in Paris. Even aside from the fact that she was now 2 times her usual size, she also had what seemed to be a baby bump, and she was putting in a lot of work into hiding it. People immediately flooded social media with comments like, "Beyonce is pregnant. Oh, mother is pregnant." And just when we thought the rumors couldn't get any worse, they also started speculating that she allegedly got pregnant through IVF. Yes, y'all, they are saying Beyonce can't conceive, so she got the best fertility clinic her money could pay for, and allegedly underwent an IVF procedure. Now, before I continue, I personally don't think there is anything wrong with getting an IVF. Beyonce is pushing 45, and women her age are the ones who usually get these procedures done anyway, so there really isn't a reason for anyone to shame her. Not only that, she actually has a documented history with fertility issues, going all the way back to Blue Ivy, and even her twins. You see, a lot of people don't know this, but our girl Beyonce had a lot of failed pregnancies before finally even conceiving Blue Ivy. So much so that people believe she and Jay eventually decided to make his now deceased pregnant mistress, Kathy White, secretly be their surrogate, while Beyonce walked around with a fake baby bump. Do y'all remember that time when Beyonce's bump literally folded and crumpled live on TV?
Beyonce recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled. Hold on. As ridiculous as it sounds, you know I did my research and we've got the video to prove. Hold on. So people started questioning, was this baby bump real or fake? Now, being a woman who, you know, I had my baby bump, many of you have had baby bumps, I never remember my baby bump squat. Just take a look at the video. Okay, so here's Beyonce and she's walking out and everything is fine, she's 5 months pregnant. Then she sits down and, okay, no, we're gonna rerun it until you see it. Let's do it in slow motion. You'll notice she's either giving birth to a Frisbee or Stewie from Family Guy. Look at the shape. Look, do you see? There it is, there it is. What that is, B? Okay, now let's bring it back and freeze it. Yeah, oh yeah, we're analyzing. There it is. What is that? Is that a baby bump? I don't know. I was on bed rest the whole time. I'm not exactly sure. But I can tell you, when I would get out of the bed and sit up at a kitchen table, I wouldn't be able to sit like that. Like, I was so concerned about my back and the baby. Even at 5 months, you know, I sat like this. Beyonce's pregnancy is a way of keeping Jay-Z's alleged mistress away. Beyonce is going to use a surrogate so she can maintain her body, but they're going to play it off like it's allegedly, you know, like they gave birth. Remember, I was the first one to say this, and you remember, because wait, I haven't said it yet. Watch. It's going to be an at-home water birth in the master bathroom. There are going to be 3 people there. Beyonce, Jay-Z, and her mother, Miss Tina. Watch.
And then there are the twins. Now, what's even crazier about their birth is that at the time Beyoncé got pregnant, she and Jay-Z were in the news for all the wrong reasons, because of him cheating on her. And people claim that her giving birth definitely helped to get her and Jay-Z to fix their image. Now, something most people aren't aware of is that the twins actually had a pretty complicated arrival. Word is, those complications may have had some impact on their development. Sir Carter in particular. They came into the world prematurely and ended up having to stay in the hospital with Beyoncé for 2 additional weeks beyond what was expected. Beyoncé's team initially tried to downplay it for the media, framing it as nothing too serious. But looking at things now, it clearly wasn't that straightforward. Beyoncé later opened up about it herself in her Vogue cover interview, revealing that she had to deliver via emergency C-section. She also dealt with preeclampsia, spent close to a month on bed rest, weighed 218 pounds at the time of delivery, and was severely swollen throughout. It also came out that one of the twins experienced multiple pauses in their heartbeat while still in the womb, though neither Beyoncé nor anyone on her team ever confirmed which baby it was. But most people have their suspicions. I was 218 pounds the day I gave birth to Rumi and Sir. I was swollen from toxemia and had been on bed rest for over a month. My health and my baby's health were in danger, so I had an emergency C-section. We spent many weeks in the NICU. My husband was a soldier and a strong support system for me. I was in survival mode and did not grasp it all until months later. Now, knowing all this, it's not surprising that she went in for IVF. Celebs popping out pregnant when ish is going down is nothing new, but her fans are extremely worried for her given her past health history. I mean, even Kim Kardashian, who is younger than Beyoncé, had surrogate babies twice because of health complications. But here is the problem a lot of people have. They feel like Jay-Z and Beyoncé are using the pregnancy as PR to hide from the fact that they've been getting exposed by everyone for something they allegedly did to them. If you remember, Jay-Z was accused of being involved with Diddy. Then he was sued for allegedly SA-ing a woman with Diddy. Then he was accused of stealing from black artists. Then he was accused of messing around with Harvey Weinstein. And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, he was dropped in the Epstein files. That's a lot of damage to his career in less than a year. And of course, people had a lot to say. It got so bad that Jay even started doing interviews to argue accusations he would have never talked about. So during a recent GQ interview, he made sure to bring Blue into the conversation, but not to actually address the allegations. Instead, he tried to redirect attention by claiming that when the allegations against him first surfaced, Blue showed her support by wearing a jersey with Jay-Z on the back. The only problem? There's no record of that ever happening. We're just supposed to take his word for it because he said so. Blue has this jersey with Jay-Z on the back. She put it on one day. She went to school with Jay. I was just in the corner, with tears coming down. Seriously, to have that, it's priceless.
Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. What this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible.
Even a kid can say that was just PR damage. Anyway, if these rumors about Beyoncé being pregnant are true, and it's going to be a matter of time before she posts about it, and probably uses it to gain some sympathy for her and Jay-Z. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Some are even saying she might pop out on the Met Gala with the baby bump. Mind you, it's been 10 years since she made an appearance. As usual, people had their thoughts. Like this person who said, "They done told Beyonce to make her distract my fans from me and my husband getting dragged" monthly post. Always on time and ever so obvious to the people at this point. It's not 10 years ago we the people don't care about Beyonce. Another person said, "Pregnancy shouldn't be on her mind. Got a 13 going on 23 with 2 autistic kids? Hands full." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Beyonce allegedly being pregnant? And you think she's really putting herself through the danger of having another baby at this age, just as PR? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.